Will we remain a democracy or will we return to a constitutional republic? Let's find out right now. Hey guys, welcome back in. Today we're going to go over the July newly updated version of the 2024 election between now, which is not going to be Trump versus Biden, it's now going to be Harris versus Trump. And the way we can only put this is one really simple thing is Harris is done. This is in the bag for Donald Trump, and it's thank God, because we need to get back to normal. Lower gas prices, lower food costs, lower utilities. Everything revolves around one, the XL Keystone Pipeline being readmitted, and Donald Trump coming back and having energy independence again, and a safe spot from around the world as no more wars. Anyway, how are we going to do this? And let's figure this out. So, the way we figure this out is going over the Electoral College. But can Trump win the popular vote? Now, skeptics say along the lines of, hell no. He doesn't have a shot in hell to win the popular vote. Well, I digress. Here's the biggest thing is, Trump can win the popular vote because it's going to come down to money. It's going to come down to how people feel about their wallets not being raped again after 4 years of being rammed through by the Biden administration and Harris administration, because she's also part of this. She's part of the problem. We got to talk about illegal immigration. We got to talk about threats that are international and internal, as far as like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, so on and so forth. As we keep going down this path, how are we going to solve this? Well, let's take a look. Let's hop on over here right now to this map and let's see what we can do about this. Now, obviously, this is the Electoral College map, and every vote matters and every state matters as far as us returning from a democracy to a constitutional republic, because that is what we are. There's no democracy inside the United States Constitution or this baby right here. Okay, this is the freaking we the people, the Declaration of Independence. This is what we strive through. Because without this, there is no this. There's no form of government besides authoritarian oligarchs and absolute tyranny as far as top-down government in our lives. So, let's go over this map, shall we? And let's see what we can do. Now, for the Democrats, we already know that Harris is going to pick off California. She's going to pick off Hawaii. I don't really know why, especially after the Maui fires. And oh, your guess is as good as mine as why the people of the state of Hawaii are so hell-bent on doing this. I mean, we want to really know why. And like I said, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as anybody's. Let's cue some music here as we keep going down this, because we need to start getting into some absolute bangers for the GOP. So let's start with this. All right. Listen, my state of Utah is going to be solved for Donald Trump. Same with Idaho. Same with Montana, Wyoming. We're going to keep going. North and South Dakota, Nebraska. Here's what I'm going to say. This whole thing, even Omaha, because of the ranchers and the farmers there, they're going to come back and they're going to come out for Donald Trump. Sorry, if you live in, Omaha, and you're sitting here like, oh no, we're gonna flip it purple, or we're gonna, shut up, okay? Your economy needs Donald Trump in office more than anybody else in the United States, okay? Kansas, Oklahoma, we're gonna keep going. Louisiana, obviously, Arkansas, Missouri, definitely the state of Iowa, okay? With J.D. Vance becoming Trump's nominee for the VP, Ohio, we got you secured. All right, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. Okay, they're all coming home. Okay, they're all going to be for Donald J. Trump. Now, this is the easiest part. Now, when we talk about the Democrats, though, they are so hell-bent. They're going to keep Chicago, because Chicago is just an absolute catastrophic dumpster fire at this point. Okay, Boston, Massachusetts, just whatever. It is what it is. Rhode Island, the swamp itself, and D.C., Maryland, however. But the state of Delaware could be lean with Joe Biden, stepping aside and Harris taking over. Okay, this is what I mean. Trump could pick off the state of New Mexico. Now, we're going to put this as tilt, and Colorado, and here's the reason I say Colorado might be tilt, okay? Marijuana laws. If you looked at what Kamala Harris did to felony drug convictions in the state of California during her time as the DA for the state of California, you're going to look at her record of having basically slave labor for the state by keeping criminals with felony DUIs for marijuana possession and felony, under the influence, all within the marijuana community. They're going to look at what she did in California and be like, yeah, no, we don't want to deal with that. It could just stay neutral. A lot of those people that are pro-cannabis, pro-CBD are going to not vote for Harris just because they're going to go back and look at what she did. And this is going to be a very positive thing for Donald Trump in November. However, let's keep going down this list. All right, let's go back. Trump is going to easily get Texas. And the reason I say that is because of the southern border. Okay, Kamala Harris says, we've been to the border, we've been to the border. You ain't done jack shit for the border. Lady, you have invited all these criminal, illegal aliens over to infiltrate the entire nation and to overthrow us with fentanyl, with rapes, and with other types of human trafficking and child trafficking. Kamala Harris is a dumpster fire. And we all know that, but we need to stop kicking the can down the road. This is in the bag for Donald Trump, and here's how he's going to get the rest of the way, okay? Now, the state of Minnesota, you ready for this? Is going to be very lean, okay? St. Paul, Minneapolis, they are the hard ones to get over as far as Democrat pushes. But I think a lot of the people that are living in the Twin Cities are going to stay home because they're starting to see that, hey, look, our economy is just a dumpster fire shit show. We need tourism. We need to have that riverway with the Mississippi River. We need to make sure that all these things are going to be beneficial to Minnesotans, especially Minneapolis itself, as far as, and also Duluth, Minnesota as well. So we're going to move to the next door neighbor in Wisconsin, and we're going to start with not just the Rust Belt, but the manufacturing. Okay, Indiana's going to be sold. Michigan, baby. This is where manufacturing needs to come back, and it's going to sit here and come back. Detroit, the black communities are fed up. They're fed up. Ann Arbor, with the college-educated whites, they're starting to see what Harris is just a dumpster fire. They're going to turn out for Donald Trump, and so is the inner city of Detroit, as far as what the black community is going through and went through the last 4 years. Anyway, let's move over to Pennsylvania. Now, we got Pittsburgh on one side, obviously, and then we got Philadelphia on the other. However, with the recent shooting attempt and the assassination attempt on Donald Trump is going to push this into basically the GOP's hands, and we're going to put that likely because this has been a catalyst to get him reelected. Okay, now the song "You Missed" by Tom Odell was a fantastic song, but here's the thing: that sentiment of "you missed," you effed up, you screwed up, you didn't hit the target, whatever. And so Trump walked away, went to the RNC convention, got the nomination. Okay, we picked VP from Ohio, okay, with J.D. Vance, easily. Pennsylvania and the suburbs of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are going to go for Donald Trump. Now, here's where it's getting a little bit hairy, okay? New Hampshire, they do not like Kamala Harris. They think she is worse than Joe Biden. They were only going to put up with Joe Biden because, he's just a whatever old man. He was just senile as hell. But this is going to be very, very tilt, okay? New Hampshire could come into DOP hands. Same with Maine's 2nd District. And actually, I believe we'll put Maine's... We're not going to put Maine at... Okay, Maine at large, yes. We're going to put that there. But we're also going to put Maine's first. For some damn reason, we're going to put this blue. It's going to be likely, not solid. New York. I hate to say this, but The 5 boroughs dominate the state of New York. New York is this kind of a lost cause, but with what's going on with the 5 boroughs inside Long Island, Manhattan Island, and everything with Queens, Brooklyn, they're starting to see that AOC has abandoned them. Their other representatives and their senators have abandoned them. They're starting to see what we all see as it's not going to be likely solid blue anymore. Okay? Virginia is going to be the same way. They're sick of being pushed around, even though it will still tilt that way. But when we go back to the Trump-Vance ticket, we're starting to see North Carolina starting to be a resurgent as a more likely scenario. Same with Georgia and Florida. That is easily going to sit here and vote for Trump. Now, with DeSantis dropping out as the governor of Florida, who ran for presidency, dropped out. Wise choice. He's still a great governor. He's still on point, and he's sitting here behind Donald Trump, even though he really didn't want to. That right there will put Trump in a very commanding lead of 309. So let's just finish the rest of these states out. We already know Alaska over here is going to be solid. We already know that Oregon and Washington are going to sit here, and now because of Harris and not Biden, they're going to be likely to lean, especially with Oregon, who's going to sit here and try to push to become the state of Jefferson or New Idaho, whatever the case may be. But when it comes down to Nevada with Clark County, they're going to see this is going to basically flip over into GOP hands with not just the Nevada presidential, but it's also going to be for the Nevada U.S. Senate race as well. Arizona, now, if they pull the same bullshit they did in 22, we all knew it was there, Arizona could be Democrat. However, I'm not going to say that right here, right now, okay? Not this far out. We're still 4 months away from Election Day. But what we're going to do is we're going to tilt this Arizona because I really, really think there's going to be a damn surprise. However, Harris is going to pull off Vermont, Connecticut, and New Jersey, sadly. And that's going to finish out what we have here. But as we look at this map in its entirety as of right now, okay? This is looking very, very, very healthy for Donald Trump. Very solid for Donald Trump. Because we understand we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. And Donald Trump is going to lock this up. It's a done deal right here. I'm calling this race right now in the end of July. And as more polling comes out, we'll put polls up in the next video here in August as soon as all the polls come in. However, as of right now, Donald Trump is going to be the 45th and 47th president of the United States. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Have a great day. God bless, and we look forward to having our independence once again. See you guys later.